welcome to Dave's Allotment. I've got plenty of things to do today, but first of all, kettle on. So I'll see you in a bit.
Dave at the Allotment. Dave, what are you after this afternoon? Still cracking on at the Allotment? Get the kettle on. It's Dave at the Allotment. See you in a bit.
Well, as you can see, the weather's not very nice. It's been raining and snowing for most of the night. It's pretty freezing cold as well. It's going to get dark later on, so I better quickly fill this kettle and I'll do some questions and answers. And if you can't hear us from there,
see you in a bit.
right, this is going on. Now I'll sit down in the shed. If I can find some wood, I'll put the fire on. If not, I'll just freeze to death while I answer the questions. So I'll see you in a bit. Right, what I was going to do today is make me 199th video in the garden, but the weather's stopped that. So what I'll have to do, because the questions and answers thing is going to be my 200th video, so I've got a little video I want to upload. I'll put it on before I put this. It's only on for 30 seconds or something. You might like it, you might not, who cares. But this is the 200th video, question and answer by Dave. Hi, thank you very much. Anyway, before I get on to the questions, which I have wrote down, here they are. So before I get on to them, like I say, I want to show you a few things I got, because these are bargains. It's good to shop round, you know, out of season stuff. Wilkinson's had all of the Christmas stuff. They were selling off 70% off. So I got some 10 candles, 60 pence. Bargain. I also got one of these. If you can see it from there, I don't know, but I'll show you there. It's a little speaker you plug into your phone, you know, or your MP3 player. And this was only £2, and it's bloody great.
I was born in
That's loud enough, like.
You're now by the mouth of the Tyne. It is.
Aye. So that's a canny bargain as well. And that's my song, the Shields Shanty. I should have really called it the North Shields Shanty, because some people are getting confused with North Shields and South Shields, which up here in North Shields isn't good. Huh. Anyway, I'll put the fire on now. That kettle's taking ages to boil. Right, that should be stoked up enough a bit now. I'll have a little slurp of coffee. It's making a bit spitting noises there. I'll just make a quick tab as well. Right. Let's get down to business. So, questions. Thanks for everybody who wanted a question answered. I hope this answers your question. In fact, it's getting too dark. I might have to put one of these candles on. Them were 60p as well. Little candle holder thing and all. Right, got a little bit light in the situation. Right, now I just wrote these down as I seen them on the page. I went from like, I typed on, clicked on newest first and then scrolled right down to the bottom. So, right, question 1, Nora Hepburn. What's the funniest thing that's ever happened to me? Well, loads of things really. I can't even, there's that many, I can't think of one. Maybe you'll have to ask Paula that. Been quite a few there. So I'm sorry if I can't, like I said, I'd have to make a whole new video about funny stories. Question 2, geocaching and yearbox. How long have I had the allotment and how long was the waiting list? Well, I've had the allotment for 16 years now. But back then nobody was interested in the garden, you know. Nobody was interested in having an allotment back then, and they were all empty. I used to have one further along the path here, right on the corner. It was massive. The only thing is the trees used to grow too big, and it, you know, this is a much better patch. So I had that one along there for about 2 years, then moved here. So I've been on this plot here for 14 years now, and there wasn't a waiting list back then. Like I say, it just went, oh, can I have that garden? Yes you can, there's the keys, you know, simple. And it was only £26 back then, which now it's 150 quid. But that's another story altogether. I hope that's answered your question. Patrick Main, when will you be visiting Gretna Green this year? Ha. Maybe. That is the answer. Maybe. I'll keep you posted, folks. Connell's Garden. What's my biggest garden failure and my biggest garden success? Well, I suppose my biggest garden failures would be all the break-ins I've had over the years. I've had like 11 out of, like, that's nearly one a year, you know what I mean? And they've trashed the place every time. So that's probably my biggest failures. The success is actually getting this plot here. Because Ray next door, our good old Turbo Ray, he says this is the best garden. You know, the soil's been looked after for as long as he can remember, and he's been on here 30 years, so nice one. I hope that answers the question. Right, Glenn, Ting Turner, you're cheating here, you've got 3 questions. But yeah, will I complete the well? Maybe. Have I removed that carpet or looked under it? No, I haven't. But it'll be gone by now, I suppose. And my best potatoes, it depends. I like, out of the years of growing Charlotte and Kestrel for like boiling and stuff, and I suppose Maris Piper and King Edwards, you can't go wrong with them. Desiree, I used to grow them. You can't get a good crop off them if you've never tried them before. The red skin potatoes, they're quite good. But I'm just going to stick to the basics. You know, this year I'm not going to grow like 20 different varieties of potatoes. Over the years I know how to grow, so let's go. Hey, hope that answers that question. Right, where am I? Question 6. Rovnos. Hi. What is my favourite veg and the top 3 tips for any allotment new starters? Potato is my favourite veg. You know, you can't have gone wrong with them. My 3 biggest tips would be try and get a garden that's been looked after before, you know. Try and avoid to get an allotment which has just been like a building site or something for how many years, and then they've just decided to make them into new allotments, you know, because you'll forever be digging out. But just take it easy, a little bit at a time. You'll get there eventually, and once you've got all the weeds out, you can just crack on with other stuff, you know. And hopefully you want to try and get an allotment with a shed already built, because that'll be a nightmare. It's starting from scratch and having nowhere to sit and that, you know, when it's raining. And the other tip is, I suppose, get one of them kettle things. So you've got to have a cuppa to crack on. That's what you need. I'm just going to quickly stoke this fire. I'm running out of wood. In fact, I might be running out of memory space as well. I bet just check there. 8 minutes left. So I'm going to have to crack on here. Question 7. Good love. Where do I see myself in 5 years? I couldn't tell you, mate. I can't even tell you where I'm going to be, like, in 5 weeks. I'll tell you in 5 years. Question 8. Dave Roke. Best tomatoes I've grown have to be Gardener's Delight. Like I say before, you can't go wrong with the basics, you know. Gardener's Delight, Sweet Million, or nice cherry tomatoes, and Sylvia, they're another nice tomato. They're 3, but Gardener's Delight, you can't go wrong with them, like. Janice Holland. How do I use comfrey? Well, basically you can use it on anything, as long as you get the measurements right, you know. I'll start off with a big barrel, stick it all in, let it rot down, maybe add a little bit of water or something just to start off the fermentation, and it's 10 to 1, so like a 2 litre bottle of water, and then you put 9 bottles, 2 litre bottles of comfrey in, you know. That's your mixture. No, bloody hell, no, that's wrong. Don't do that. You put 9 2 litre bottles of water and you put 1 2 litre bottle of comfrey in, and that's the measurement. And you can put on basically anything, really. It's just a good all-round general fertiliser as far as I know. The best things are what it's meant for, or are potatoes and tomatoes, things like that. Can't go wrong. Excellent. Question 10. Wiltshire vegetable garden. What do I think of Southerners? Well, alright. I don't dislike anybody really, as long as they're nice people, you know what I mean? I'm not going to start getting political here, but I'll go on to the next question. But aye, Southerners, man, sound in it. We're going to go and see a film. Yeah, in it. Apples and pears and all that. Yeah. Nice one. Next question. Boulder Creek Steve. Hello, mate. What am I growing this year? Definitely potatoes, onions, most of the staples, tomatoes, chilies, things like that. I see how it goes when it goes along. Sweet corn, stuff like that, you know. I hope that answers your question. Mr. Mush 78. Why the name Blue Star Dave? Well, I was in a band years ago called Blue Star. I was the bass player in a band called Blue Star, and the intention of being on YouTube in the first place was to put like Blue Star videos on, so I just called myself Blue Star Dave. It was Blue Star with an E, but we're gonna we're gonna get like sued, you know. You're not allowed to use Blue Star, that's already been taken, blah blah blah. So we just took the E out, and that's why it's like Bluster, but it's Blue Star, and that's why. Right, there's two people that's asked the same question here. Bev's Arts and Crafts, hello Bev by the way, and Overgrow the UK, Jamie, they've both asked, what do I do for work? Well, when I can, it's not what I do all the time really. I'm a window cleaner or a vision technician if you want to be posh. Depends where you come from and how much you want to pay. I am a window cleaner, but it's not the best weather job in the world to have in this weather. So I have got another job part-time, cleaning at a school, you know. So that's where I get most of my skip finds. Customers' houses or the school. I'll just check that there, see how much time I've got there. 2 minutes. I don't think I'm going to get through all these without having to change memory sticks, but I'll give it a crack. I am a window cleaner, that's my job mainly. I do a little bit of cleaning just to cover myself in the winter, you know. Mel Dolan, how long am I going to grow the beard? I don't know. This is the longest I've grown it, like. I'm not sure. I have trimmed the sides because it would just be a nightmare. I would look like bloody Uncle Albert, so I just cut them. I don't know how long. Let's see before I get sick. Okay, I hope that's answered the questions. I'm just going to stop it here and change the memory stick over a second, so I'll be back soon. I'll leave you with this musical interlude. Oh no, wait, it's gone off. Right, back soon folks. Right, I'm back. Got plenty of room on this memory stick, so I'll be alright. Where was I up to? What's my job? How long is my arm gonna grow? Oh, wait. Right. Question 15. Tony Ewell, I think. Sorry if that's not how you say it. I don't know how to myself. What do I do with leftover veg and stuff? Abundance of vegetables. Either give them away or freeze them, blanch them off, depends what they are. 30 seconds, give them a blast in boiling water, then freeze them. Should last for as long as you need them, really. That's what I do anyway. Right, number 16. Bernard Shapiro. Is it hard being awesome all the time? Not really. Haha. I hope that answers your question. Question 17. Secular Ninja. My favourite film. Well, that's a hard one, really. I cannot place it, put down to one. But I suppose one of my most favourite films of all time is a Christmas film. It's a Wonderful Life. That's great. But I've got loads of films, too many to say that what's my favourite. But that's it. I'm going to say It's a Wonderful Life. If you haven't seen it, watch it at Christmas. Darcy, and I don't know how you say your Darcy Aqua or something. I don't know. You know what I mean though. Darcy. Where is the skip? Haha. That's what I'd like to know, mate. Where is the skip? We didn't get one at all last year. I'm just going to start dumping it in empty allotments. It's not my fault. It's loud, that. Aye, I don't know where the skip is. Probably coming in April or sometime when the new financial year starts, you know. Anyway, I've got a question for you, Darcy, Vakwa, or whatever. how's your beard coming on? Now answer is that. Haha. Right. I've already answered that one. Overgrow. I work as a window cleaner. Ray Green. Are the plant pot heaters any good? Yes, they do work. You've got to do them properly. Best thing to do, they'll not heat up a massive greenhouse. If the bigger your greenhouse, the more you get. Ray told us this years ago, and he's used it every year and it works. So anything Turbo Ray does, I'll do. Yes, they do work. The bigger the greenhouse, the more you have to have. There's no point in faffing round like I've seen Sean do with trying to make new ideas and that. You just get the church candles are the best. They've become expensive all of a sudden. Used to get them cheap. But them candles there would do, you know. But they'll not burn for very long. Over the years, the best candles I've found are from a proper church shop, and they're the purple colour ones. Now I had one of them once, and it burned for 48 hours non-stop. So that's canny, you know. That's the sort of stuff you want. I don't know how much they'll be these days, but they do work. Best making a little propagating frame in your greenhouse, putting that either inside the propagating frame or cutting a little hole underneath and sinking, like half putting the terracotta pot into it, you know. That's the best way to do it. But like I say, the bigger the greenhouse, the more you're going to need. But they do keep the frost off, and that's basically, that's what the intention is, you know, to stop the water from freezing. So I hope that answers it. Oh, where's Jackie? I don't know. He's disappeared. He mustn't like this cold weather. Probably be back in the summer, knowing him, to try and scare off some vandals. Right. Now I did say I was going to answer 20 questions. But since it's a special occasion and it's my 200th video, I'm going to answer the rest of the questions. So there's 5 more here. Allotmental. How long have I had the beard? Well, I've grew it since last November. So what's that? Year and 3 months nearly. A year and 3 months. And I'll tell you exactly when I started growing it. Actually, it was the first, remember in my old videos when I said I'd first meeting Paula, and I put a picture up of me and Paula, and I had my goatee. I haven't had a shave since then. So that's how long it is. Go and search through my videos and you'll find out exactly how long I've been growing it. Right, next question. Bill Love. I hadn't forgot about you. I remembered. Come in handy, them candles. Right. Am I growing fruit or chilies this year? Yes, I'll be growing chilies. I've got a packet of seeds, hot variety. I don't know what they are, but I'll stick them in, see what happens. Fruit. Hopefully the apple tree will come back to life. That's the only fruit I really have. I've got loads of blackberries, strawberries, raspberries, black currants and stuff like that, you know. So I'll see what happens. But yes, I am. And yes. And another question he asked, Bill, when are you going to marry Paula? Now, that's the question. I would marry her tomorrow if I had the money, but I haven't. So, sometime soon, hopefully, I don't know when, but I might as well mention Auntie Kath. Hello Auntie Kath, and Tony, thanks for watching. And I know you're going to mention something about bells and having to buy a hat, Kath. So there you go, you got to mention. Watch me vids. Aye Bill, I don't know mate, honestly. Hopefully soon. If you want to all chip in and pay for me wedding, feel free. I gave me PayPal account number and all that. Right, back to the questions. As the fire's gone out, it's getting bloody dark and cold. Mark Davison. When is the best time to prune the grapevine, and how do you prune it? Well, basically in the autumn, prune it right back. You want to just concentrate on one vine, and then your growth will come from the one vine, you know. Train the one vine all the way along the greenhouse, and try and just have the, I'll put that down, try and just have the one vine at the top of the greenhouse. That's where your grapes will be. You can, you know, cut it back kind of vigorous, as long as you don't cut the main stem, like. That's all I do. But basically, wherever it's, when it started flowering and fruiting, wherever you've got a bunch of grapes, if there's another one about a foot away, cut it off. I'll show you more about that when the time comes, you know. But that was just off of cutting that grapevine I've got there now, and I get bloody hundreds of grapes off it. Well, you've seen. Anyway, hope that helps. Couple more questions. Eugene Arsenio, if that's how you say that. That's a kind of cool name, that. From New Orleans as well, eh? Cool. There is a house and all that. What's the dimensions of me plot? It's 300 square meters, 100 foot. But well, I'm trying to work it out in old money, like. It's 100 feet from the door to the end. It's 30 foot that side width. So I think 300 square meters. That's what it is. Thanks for watching and subscribing and that. Grooves Me. Last question by Grooves Me. And I said, why did you start gardening? Well, that's an interesting thing, because I don't know really. I've always been into it. My granddad had an allotment. My dad had an allotment. I think it was just after my father died. That's when I don't know, I got a garden. I don't know why. I don't think it was anything to do with my father dying or anything like that. I just got it because I was bored, and I just loved getting stuck in, you know. It's lush, especially when you've got a little shed and stuff in it. Like I say, I've always been into it. I've got pictures, I'll try and find them, of me when I'm a bairn in my father's allotment and that. So I've always got, like I say, memories, and I've always been into gardening, really. I've got like qualifications in gardening, you know. Not that they do any good, because there's not many jobs available these days. But basically, I got into gardening, well, having an allotment to for something to do, and like then I started, like, loads of everybody I knew really, and I says, that'll not last, you'll only have it about 6 months or something. Well, it's been 16 years now and I'm still here, so I must be liking something, eh? Anyway, I'll wrap it up there, folks. I'll get my other little toy out here, and I'll say,
hey, someone's just told me that you're not allowed to say blackboard anymore. Well, what's that bloody thing I've just seen flying across the sky, do you leak?
No, I wasn't supposed to press that button, but ha 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 ha.
Thanks for watching, folks. See you on the next one. Bye now.
Oops. Aye, thanks for watching. Here's to 200 more videos and lots more subscribers. Cheers. Thanks again. Sorry if you've missed out on asking us a question. I may do another one. I may not. In fact, I'm coming up to I've got nearly 800 subscribers now. Thanks a million. When I get to 1,000, I might do another question and answer special feature. I hope you can still see us, like. So folks, thanks again for watching. Thanks for subscribing and commenting and everything like that.
And all that kind of thing.
See yous.